was 1999 when Cyclone Rona unleashed her fury and caused catastrophic flooding. Herds of cattle were washed away. Most drowned.
Now, it seems like this lucky survivor is now facing another life-threatening challenge, and that's why I'm here. So this is a legend, huh?
I'm Karen. Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you. Hello, big guy.
This is Bully.
Around these parts, you think the tourist attractions are the Great Barrier Reef or the Daintree rainforest. Bully pulls a crowd around here. People will pull up just to have their photos taken with Bully.
For 13 years, Bully's been kept alive by the generosity and love of the locals.
He gets mangoes in the mango season. People bring down hay for him. He gets molasses, loves bread. We've just been concerned about this horn that's growing sideways into his head.
His horns have been cut before, but now one of them is regrowing and actually growing into his skull.
Not nice for him, and I think eventually it's going to cause him a lot of grief.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah,
I mean, if it isn't already. That's
yeah, it's probably giving him headaches and stuff now.
Yeah. Kiss me on the neck.
I think he's in love.
Never had a bull so quickly attracted. You know what that means?
He's attracted to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So when he does it, he gets right up there. It's called flaming, and he's trying to put the pheromones into the back of his nostrils, and it means that he wants to breed with me.
Now you take that. A little look here. Yeah, wow, that's really pressing in.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I just
mate.
feel really sorry for him.
The more it pushes in, the more pressure it causes, eventually it'll actually start pushing into his skull and into his brain. And that could kill him. If I can actually sedate him, then I might be able to get a wire in there and actually start chopping.
Like a garrote type wire?
Yeah. But the thing is, I want to be quick.
The minute you start sort of putting any pressure on that, he's going to burr up with it, you know?
My plan for Bully is really to win him over using a few special little treats that locals tell me he really likes. If I can do that, get him liking me, then maybe I might be able to get that injection in, and from there he'll be sedated enough so I can actually saw that horn off.
The crowd's building. So is the pressure on Chris.
Oh, yes. I mean, he's under the microscope.
I reckon it can kill him, which is pretty scary, so something needs to be done.
I'm just going to aim for that muscle in his neck there. It's a really delicate balance between giving him too much or giving him too little and having him run off into the bush and never see him again.
He's gone.
I didn't give him quite enough to actually sedate him, and he's taken off into the bush.
He's pretty cagey, Chris, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Really, if I keep on pushing with Bully today, we run the real risk of him losing trust in everyone around here. So it's probably right to back off a little bit, come up with a new game plan, and try to do it properly. I'm going to give it to you. You won round one, absolutely, hands down. But you see, I've got a few things that I reckon are going to go in my favour. I'm calling in the heavy artillery. Boys, this might be just a trick, I reckon. So we've got a few people to help us out, a few of the locals.
G'day, guys.
Hey, thank you.
Tony and Tom have volunteered to assemble a cattle pen.
We put this one on the corner there.
Yep.
It seems everybody in this community is willing to help.
Perfect. The moment that injection goes in, he clearly becomes a little bit nervous and takes off for the bush. Now, that just can't happen if we give him a high dose. It's going to be dangerous for him and it's no good for us. So now it's up. Let's have to get him in here.
I know. The hard part is getting him to trust us, because I think probably the last time he was in yards was when he was, you know, at the butchers ready to go to the abattoirs before the big floods. You take that, then you turn around, don't make eye contact. Come on. Come on. Quick.
Come on, Bully.
Quick.
Come on, Bully.
Come on.
There we
Good
go.
boy.
And see, then we'd shut.
Good lad.
We won't do it now. I just really think we've got to concentrate on getting him comfortable, happy in here, relaxed, so he doesn't think that this is a trap.
You watch, he'll turn around now and take off. Yeah, see, it's gone.
Chris will now give Bully 24 hours to get used to the yards.
I need him to feel comfortable in this space, because when it comes to giving him that anaesthetic, if he is on edge, if he's looking to escape, he's going to need such a high level of drugs that becomes dangerous. Oh, wow. We have a crowd.
A huge huge crowd has turned out to see whether Chris can remove the horn that's pushing into Bully's brain and threatening his life.
Morning. How are you? No pressure. The whole neighbourhood has turned out to make sure the kid from the big city looks after their boy.
It's coming, Bully. It's coming.
Look at him.
I couldn't sleep last night because I thought if this doesn't work today, what are we going to do? You know, where do we go from here? You know, the next thing would be euthanasia because he couldn't live like that.
I reckon the plan of attack should be get his favourite food, lead him into the yard, I have the syringe in my hand, walk up around to his neck there, little pat, jab, and then out. It's okay, Bully. It's okay, buddy. It's all right. The thing that worries me the most about Bully is the fact that he's a Brahmin. Now, this breed is notorious for not liking to be in confined spaces. Add an injection to that, and he could quite likely try to climb out of the yard. If I'm in the way, he could go over the top of me.
Well done, Chris.
He's moved just after I've injected and bent the needle, but I'm pretty sure it's all gone in there.
The sedation appears to be working, but Chris has to be sure.
The rather sobering reality is the fact that Bully could need another injection. Now he's seen me do one of them, the second one, so much harder.
This time, Chris is using a dart pole to inject the drug.
It's okay, mate. It's all right. That's gone in, and as he's tried to kick me, it's bent the needle, but the important thing is all that drug actually got into the muscle.
Until it's over and he's back on his feet, then we're a bit nervous. Yeah, that's human nature. He means a lot to us.
Hey, buddy. You sleepy enough yet?
Bully is finally asleep, and Chris can get on with the job of removing the horn that's growing into the side of his head.
There we go. Oh, you're not much longer, buddy. You've been good, matey. Hey, matey. Hey.
OTM, over the moon. Yeah, it's just such a relief, such a relief.
Hey, look here.
Well
You can
done.
actually see where the horn's been pressing in. It's been a constant migraine for him, and it's probably bought him another 10 years of life. It's great.
You've done a great job. Congratulations.
It's a hot day. He's had a lot of anaesthetic drug into his system. It's going to take a long time to wake up. In all that time, he's lost that ability to cool down, so he needs extra help. We're going to call in the big guns. Thank you. Yeah.
Steady, Bully, steady, steady.
That's great. We can get him standing up in the next hour or so. I'll be happy.
We did it.
You've slept it off, surely, haven't you?
2 hours later, and Chris is back to see whether Bully has recovered from his major procedure.
Go on, Bully.
Come on, Bully.
Big stretch.
Bully.
Big stretch.
Go, Bully. Go, Bully.
Oh, you're an athlete. You are an athlete.
Oh, dearie.
Bully's up and away. This one's for you, Bully. Well, I might just make a toast to all the Matrons Beach community here who have taken a rather flirtatious bullock under their wing and shown him a lot of love. The really amazing thing for me is that the people up here, they're surrounded by this incredible beauty of the Great Barrier Reef and these long sandy beaches with palm trees, but the real beauty here is within these people. And the love they show to these animals, these battlers like Bully, it's pretty special. Thank you and cheers.
Cheers, boy.
Sash emergency vet Lisa Chimes has been called to a clinic after devastating bushfires on the outskirts of Sydney.
Hello.
Hi Lisa, great that you could come.
Thank you.
We're inundated with bushfire victims.
Dr. Robert Johnson has been working non-stop since the fires passed.
Over here we've got possums and we've got more ringtails than I thought we'd get because I think they've all been displaced from their habitat. They're normally shy and secretive animals.
Oh, goodness. So who's in here?
So this is Patricia. So she's a little female brush-tailed possum.
Patricia is suffering deep burns to her ears, face and feet.
Those burns look pretty nasty, and I think if we don't get onto them quickly, they're going to get infected, and it's not going to be good news for her at all. So at the moment what we're doing is we're giving Patricia an anaesthetic, and the reason for that is because she's a wild animal. She's not used to being handled by people. She's got really nasty burns on her ears, almost third-degree burns. We've really got to treat these quickly, otherwise she's not going to survive this. She's burnt the tip of her tail as well. Poor little thing, huh? I'm just looking at Patricia's feet and just imagining that she was probably walking on a tree that was on fire. She's burnt the tips of her ears, she's burnt her face.
Can you see that, Lisa? Look, those little curly whiskers.
Burnt her whiskers.
Yeah.
It's just so upsetting to see burns on our wildlife. It has got to be agony. If these don't heal, Patricia's got no chance. What we're doing now is we're applying some really good antibiotic cream, and we're hopefully going to stop any infection from setting up. It's early days. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to get Patricia to a point where she can be released, but all we can do is try. She'll wake up soon, hopefully. Yeah, honey.
But Patricia is not responding.
Hey, honey, wake up. She's survived a raging bushfire. She's come out with these burns. We just cannot lose her now. It makes me concerned that she's actually got some smoke inhalation in her lungs, and that's what's causing this slow wake up. I really, really hope she comes out of this quickly. Pop her into a nice warm bed and hopefully she wakes up quickly.
Oh, sweetie. Good girl. Patricia.
Thankfully, she started moving. She started waking up, so big sigh of relief from all of us, I think. Now we just got to wait and keep treating these burns and hope like hell that they get better. We could give her some food while she's having a little
food now to distract her.
I want something to eat. Oh. Patricia's feeding really well. She's tucking into this pureed apple, and it makes me think that she's got a fighting chance. Oh, you're a good girl.
With the Penrith surgery full, Lisa decides to take the recovering possum to the Bondi clinic.
Come on, Patricia, let's go. How are you?
Good. What do we have here?
She's got burns on her feet and on her ears. They're quite bad burns, but overall she just needs a lot of care. Bye, Patricia. I'll see you soon. Thanks, Andrew. I'll talk to you.
See ya. Alrighty, Patricia. No more bushfires out here at Bondi. I'm just going to pop you into a nice cage with some flowers and a fruit salad. There you go. So the plan for Patricia now is to set her up with some food and water, give her a nice dark environment and just give her some rest. Lisa and all the vets here are going to take great care of you.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey Lisa, how are you?
Good. How's Patricia been?
She's doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been making some good progress.
Oh, good. I'll go grab her, have a look. She wasn't in a very good way, and we were worried about infection and whether she was even going to make it. So I'm really hoping that today she's looking a lot better. Hi. How you going, Bubbalo? Hey. What have you been eating? Oh, look at you. You look fantastic. She is a completely different possum. She's eating really, really well. This is a good sign. How are you doing? I know. She's definitely more feisty than she was. That's for sure. Huh?
We've noticed a lot of improvement in her ears.
Yeah.
They're not resembling crispy bacon as much as they were when she came in.
Even though they're not the most fashionable ears in town, the dead bits have fallen off and now new healthy tissue is growing, and this is looking really good.
Her paws have come down a little bit.
Yeah. The tips of those toes have been burnt off and they're just starting to heal. There's some blood there, which actually means that there's blood supply and the tissue is nice and healthy. So it's going to take some time for them to return to normal, but it's definitely a huge improvement compared to how they looked. Yummy.
We've been hand feeding her as much as possible just to stop her using those little hands.
Yeah, no, that's really good, and she's eating well, which is fantastic. Next time I pop in, I am hoping to see even more of an improvement, and the way she's going, I think she's going to be just fine. You're a good girl. Good girl. You're a good little. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How's she going?
She's good. She's so much better. Good girl.
Lisa is back at the Bondi Clinic for a final checkup on bushfire victim Patricia. It wasn't long ago that the possum was clinging to life.
Her skin has healed very well.
Oh my goodness, look at those ears.
And she's got her spark back, so she's pretty keen to...
You want to get back out in the bush, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, sweetie.
Wow, Ali, that is just a massive improvement. They were red, raw and oozing and completely scalded, and now that's just normal tissue. So
yeah, I'm amazed how well they've healed because there was barely any skin there.
They're pretty amazing, resilient animals, aren't you, sweetness? When I met Patricia, she was this poor, helpless burn victim. And then I look at her now and she is full of beans. Her paws have healed up, her whiskers have grown back, and she's ready to climb up that tree again. Come on, Patricia, let's go. Come on. Come on, Patricia. Look where we are. Hello.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
And this is Patricia.
This is Patricia. I'm here in Mulgoa, which is in the lower Blue Mountains, and I'm at the home of a carer called Pam. She works for Wires, and she's actually got an aviary here where Patricia's going to complete the last little bit of her rehabilitation. This is your new home. I think you're going to love it here. All I'm hearing is the piercing sound of cicadas, but that tells me we are in the bush, and that is the perfect place for Patricia to begin the next part of her rehabilitation. Go, Patricia! Come on, oh, good girl. Look at you. That's so lovely. That's it. Hey, good girl. I really miss Patricia. She has been a fabulous little patient, and hopefully in the not too distant future, she'll be up at the top of the tree looking down on all of us. Be in touch. Please let us know how she's going. Thank you. Hi, Rosemary.
Oh, hi, Audrey.
Nice
to
see
you. Rosemary and Steve are the owners of Possum Wood. They've been rehabilitating wildlife, looking after kangaroos, and they've been doing this for over 20 years, which is amazing. Their role in the recent bushfires has been so important for these guys to recover in a safe place. Ready for a nice beauty weekend? I am. How are my girls going?
Oh, the girls are pretty good. As soon as the fires hit, we very quickly accumulated a lot of animals with severe burns. Audrey has been a godsend to us.
Come to say hello to her.
Having a vet come here, it has made our job so much easier because it's very difficult. You can see she loves animals, and that's very important to Steve and I, that we have a vet here who actually loves the wildlife.
Home sweet home. Hello, Cinders. Hey, Rusty.
At Possumwood,
Hey, Pouchy. How are you going, my girl?
the animals get loads of TLC, including free run of the lounge room.
Looks like everyone's here today, so we might as well get started.
This is little Hawthorne. He's about 8-9 months old, we think, and he was found trapped in a fence by one leg. And usually when they're hanging from one leg, they can do quite a lot of damage because they're flailing around trying to get out. So he's got quite a deep wound just on his foot there that we're dressing, but also we feel like some of the nerves have been damaged. Hey Reese, here's Hawthorne.
Hello, how you going, Hawthorne?
Our little boy fence hanger.
Audrey and animal rehab therapist Reese have been working together to treat these injured and traumatised little patients.
Reese is going to do some laser therapy on him, and we're also going to re-splint that leg and just see how everything's going.
So I've got a little pair of, well, they call them doggles, they're for dogs, but in this case we're putting them on kangaroos to protect his eyes from the laser. There we are. Do you want some doggles too, Audrey?
Oh,
some
fancy.
for you. There's some for
Why
you,
does he get fancier ones than me?
It will be a long road to recovery for brave little Hawthorne, but everyone is hoping one day he can go back to the wild.
All right, so we'll just take off that last layer. So we got a blob of honey actually there. So we're using the honey quite a lot if we've got deep wounds to help it granulate and heal. It's also really good at keeping infection away. Last week when we had a look at this wound, it was quite deep and we could actually see through to almost the tendon, but that's sealed over quite well just from the manuka honey, and it's actually got fresh granulation tissue in there. So we're pretty happy with how that's healing. And I guess we're just going to have to look at how he's moving this toe, which was the concern last week.
The laser enhances the body's natural ability to heal, so what we're going to come up with is faster healing times for the injuries.
With any leg injuries with kangaroos, it's so important to fix it and fix it fast because overall they only have 2 legs and a tail to move around. And if they stop using that leg, they can put a lot of pressure on the other one.
All right, all done, mate.
Take off your cool goggles.
Oh, how's that?
Oh my God, he's so cute. Oh, there we go. Hopefully he does fully recover and we can get him back to where he came from, because the sad story is we did have to take him away from his mum when he was trapped in the fence, and he still does call out for her quite a lot. That's his mummy cry. So if he heals up, we can get him back and maybe he can find his mum again.
At Possumwood Sanctuary, Audrey's next patients are mother and daughter, Indiana and Nino.
There you are, Indy and Nino. Big day for Indy and for all of us. She was actually a bushfire affected girl. Nino's her little Joey. It's the final check before we see whether she can go to the outdoor enclosure. So that'll be the first time she's allowed out without bandages. Indiana came in at the very beginning of the bushfires. She was actually in another sanctuary where they have a big enclosure for kangaroos, and a massive fire roared down the mountain and actually hit the enclosure. And she is a very protective mother. So she ran back through the enclosure just straight into the fire to try and find Nino. You can actually see her ears are completely singed. They're all kind of crinkled at the top, and her eyelashes were all burnt off. Indy's feet were probably one of the worst. They were completely burnt on the underside down to pretty much tendon. So you can see that the bottom of the feet have healed really, really well. We're very happy with that. And I think, you know, clean bill of health, so she gets to go outdoors today. Indiana is the biggest couch potato you'll ever find. She and her Joey permanently stay on the couch. They just love it. Oh, look at that. I'm hoping today she tries something different and has a bit of a one day outdoors for us. I think if we move Indy, because Nino's attached at the hip, he'll just follow.
With Indy and Nino looking a bit too relaxed, Audrey's going to need some help from vet nurse Brianna.
This way, this way. She just loves her couch. Stop being a couch potato. We gotta go outside to the sun at some point in your life.
These girls aren't too keen on giving up their very comfy couch.
It's definitely harder herding kangaroos, especially kangaroos that love couches.
They're not cooperating today.
Why don't you carry Nino
kangaroos.
and I will coax Indy.
Okay.
All right, Nino. It's been a long journey, but here we go. Let's go.
Come on, Indy.
Look.
There we go. You get Nino. As you can see, it was so hard getting them off the couch because she's turned into a big couch potato. It's so nice and warm in there. It's so great just seeing her jumping and hopping. She's come such a long way, and to have a baby with her the whole time has been great.
It's hoped the next adventure for these very brave girls is back in the wild where they belong.
Hi, Mama. Good girl, Indy.
An SOS call has come from Taveuni, one of the remote northern islands savaged by a terrifying cyclone only a few days before.
Now, there have been a lot of reports of injured animals, so we're off to see a horse that got caught right in the middle of it.
For these poor villagers, the effects of the cyclone have made the struggle to feed their families even more difficult.
How are you? I'm Chris. Takana. This is Graham, my dad.
At the village, the team are met by the horse's owner, Takana.
Which way's the horse?
It's up here.
Okay.
10-year-old Dundu is suffering from a shocking wound to her flank and is in too much pain to work.
How did this happen, do you know?
Tin flew from the house.
The tin flew off the house and hit Dundu? Oh, wow. It's a nasty wound. Yeah.
Dundu is the village's most important possession. Without her, they can't move their crops the 2 kilometres down from the hills.
So, to clean this wound, we need to get Dundu to an area where we have a bit of space and it's nice and level. Where Dundu has that cut is a very sensitive area. So not only does it stop Dundu from working, it's also at great risk of getting infected. And either one of those situations would be devastating for this village.
I didn't bring my river shoes.
River shoes. Princess? No.
For Lisa, the field work in Fiji is proving to be a constant challenge.
Well done.
Wow. That was the express crossing. Well done. This job is going to be extremely difficult for the simple fact Dundu isn't used to vets. This whole situation is so foreign to her. She's not going to trust me. She's not going to know what I'm doing there. This might sting a bit. The scissors won't penetrate into that.
Use scissors in the kit. Open the kit up.
Yeah, but I'm still telling you, the point of the scissors won't get in there.
It's tough, yeah.
The Browns.
We both have a different approach to what we're doing, and possibly we're both too stubborn to change. The biggest challenge here is getting that local anaesthetic in, because we can't put that surgical needle through her skin and have her feel it. If that happens, she'll run away. The problem is that when the wound has occurred, as it's started to try to heal itself, it's actually flattened and stretched out. And so the skin's actually quite tight. So to bring those skin edges back together and stitch them is going to be quite difficult. It's going to take quite a bit of force to bring them in. Easy. We're almost done, which is lucky because the local anaesthetic's almost worn off. And she's starting to jump when this needle goes in, so as soon as we can get this last one done, the better off we're going to be. You are done.
Good girl.
Dundu now needs 2 weeks rest before she's back to work helping the village.
Even though Dundu works hard, she certainly gets some pretty quality R&R time, kicking back by the beach, going for swims, and in all seriousness, that salt water is quite good for a wound. It will help her to heal.
I've got you. Oh, he's awake. Hey, mate, he's awake.
At the Animal Emergency Service on the Gold Coast, the team is dealing with an influx of patients from a heat wave, and bearded collie Murphy has just been rushed through to the treatment room.
Yeah, it's a hot day out there.
Dr. Alex Hines and Dr. Gerardo Poli start working on him immediately.
Murphy collapsed, he's non-responsive. At this stage, we don't know what's going on with him, but whatever it is, he's in a lot of trouble.
He's got a temperature of 40.6. Oh, man.
As soon as we start to look at Murph, we realise that he's got a high temperature. And my biggest concern on a hot day like this is that he's suffering from heat stroke. The first thing we're going to need to do for him is we're going to need to cool him down. And the best way we can do that is get the hose and wet him down all over.
How you doing, Murphy? You're still there. You know what's going on. Hey, mate.
And we still don't really know what happened with him, do we?
He's been at home all day in the air conditioning.
Okay, so he's not your typical heat stroke patient then. So his temperature's actually going up, even though we're cooling him down. We're going to have to do something else to try to get this temperature down. We're 5 minutes into the cooling process, and rather than the temperature going down, Murph's temperature is actually going up. It's now 41 degrees. Once the temperature goes over 41 degrees, organs start to shut down. This is life-threatening for Murphy now.
Cold air on him, that will help. Has the temperature coming down at all?
40.1 now, so it's coming back down.
With Murphy slowly starting to respond to the treatment, Alex brings in his owners, Rosemary and Chris.
Here's my most precious boy.
So what was the first thing that you noticed that wasn't right with Murphy today?
That he was having more trouble than usual getting up. And when I tried to give him a bowl of water, he sort of half looked at it and he couldn't, so I got a spray bottle and I was spraying water into his mouth.
Yeah.
To try to keep him hydrated.
Yeah, because it's such a hot day out there today.
Yeah, we've had a fan, I've been spraying him all day.
Yeah.
That's when I noticed that his gums were really red.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's not right.
Murphy has a long history of health issues.
He's had prostate problems, he's had the lymphoma, he's had tick.
The tick.
He has paralysis of the larynx.
So he's defying the
He's a fighter.
odds.
He doesn't want to leave because he lives the life.
Yeah. Chris and Rosemary told me that Murph's been recently diagnosed with laryngeal paralysis. That's significant because it's going to impact the way he's able to cool down. Dogs cool by panting. And so if he can't pant effectively, then he's not going to be able to cool his body down. Really what we'll be trying to do is to see if we can get that temperature down, get him stable. We're going to transfer Murph into the intensive care unit because he's going to need the highest level of supportive care and a nurse with him around the clock.
You're a brave boy, okay? Well, Mama, you going to be better?
I'd love to be able to give Chris and Rosemary some reassurance, but Murph is in really bad shape and I don't know if he's even going to make it through the night.
If it goes wrong, then at least he went out trying.
You're right, baby.
Murphy is still in intensive care after collapsing at home with a dangerously high temperature.
It's not great news this morning for Murph. He's now on oxygen. We're nebulising him to try and open up some of his airways. He's really flat and he has made no attempt to get up. He's just right down the end there.
It's been an anxious time for Murphy's owners, Rosemary and Chris, being separated from their much-loved boy.
Angel, here's my most precious boy. Hello, babe.
I think it'll be really good for Chris and Rosemary to spend some time with Murph, and I'm hoping it's going to lift Murph's spirits as well.
I don't feel well. I want to go home. I know. I want to go home.
After that, they're going to meet with internal medicine specialist Pete Barron about the x-rays that he took this morning, but it's not good news.
There's certainly changes in his lungs. Now, instead of the lung being air-filled, there's pus and fluid building up in there. He's got a degree of laryngeal paralysis, and I think that that's predisposed him to aspiration pneumonia. Aspiration pneumonia is a very serious disease, and we definitely see animals who pass away with this condition.
I really can't face that. I hope he makes it to his 40th birthday. That's what I really want.
Just like in humans, pneumonia is really serious, particularly in the elderly. Murph's like a 90-year-old man. So if he's suffering from pneumonia, this could be life-threatening.
Murphy has been put on an immediate course of antibiotics, and the next 24 hours will be critical.
You all right? Mummy and Daddy and her are going home now.
Owners Rosemary and Chris are staying optimistic their boy will pull through.
You know, it's not great news, but at least...
Not great news, at least it's something true.
Something, exactly. It's something that we know we've got a plan now, and we can just see how he responds to the antibiotics.
You know, my dogs are always my puppies. It's like so many people with their children, he's still my puppy. Murph is a fighter and he wants to get as much out of this life as he possibly can.
It's okay. You hang in there.
Hey, mate, you're having a sleep. That's not what I hear. I hear you've been barking the place down, hey?
It's been almost 24 hours since Murphy was rushed into the Animal Emergency Hospital on the Gold Coast, barely conscious.
You look a bit brighter than the last time I saw you. I think your mum's going to be very happy when she sees you. He's come off his oxygen, and that's a big milestone because while he's on oxygen, he can't go home. So getting him off oxygen, getting him up and around, having him eating, these are all the boxes we want to be ticking, and he's doing all the right things.
Good boy. Can you walk? Come on, you can do it.
When he came in, he was flat out, he was non-responsive.
He's a good boy. Oh, a couple of steps.
He's now able to get up, walk around with some assistance. You know, that's a huge improvement just in a really short space of time.
Hey, it takes a lot of energy when you're an old fella, isn't it? Hey?
Murph just keeps defying the odds. We really thought for this boy, this could be the end of the road. And he's just shown he's not ready to go. He wants to get home.
Come on, Murph. Do you want to get up and have one more go? Good boy. Good boy. Oh. Yeah, you can.
Oh, it's so hard on this floor.
I know. How are we going to get you back to bed? And then we have to carry you back to bed.
People might look at Murph and think, gosh, he's still really struggling to get around, but these steps, these little steps are really quite significant for him. And, you know, this is progress.
Lift him in the front. That's it. Good boy. There we go. Baby steps. Keep going. Don't give up now. Good boy. Okay, that was a big effort, wasn't it?
I think Rosemary and Chris had almost prepared themselves that Murph may not go home, that this might be, you know, the final thing for him. Murph had other ideas. He's a real fighter, this boy, and I think they're going to be over the moon when they see him up and about, and he just wants to go home now.
You've got to get strong. You've got to get strong for your mum.
Rosemary and Chris have arrived, anxious to take home their beloved old boy Murphy.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Are you ready? Today's the day.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Ready for your boy to go home?
You've done such an incredible job, especially the ladies down ICU. They are amazing.
He has become such a favourite, but Murph has really found his voice today.
I heard.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
I want to go home.
Yes.
That's what he's been saying, and so the girls are like, let's get him home.
Take him away. Take him away.
Rosemary and Chris are determined to take Murph home today. Most owners, I would say, would not be able to look after a dog at home in this condition. But these guys are extraordinary owners, and they will give him round-the-clock care. Maybe the key is some love at home.
Oh, he looks like he's sound asleep.
We're going to give him a bit of a surprise, I think.
Oh, hello. Hello. I hear you've been giving everyone a hard time. You want to go home?
Time to go. 1, 2, 3.
Put those
back on here, get your balance.
Get a little bit of circulation to those legs. Good boy. So Chris and I get Murph to his feet, and he's a bit shaky.
Slippery, slippery. Oh, I don't like this.
So hard on the slippery floor, isn't it? It was unbelievable. He just started to take steps by himself. I don't like to use the word miraculous, but this was a miracle.
Yeah, you were determined you were going to walk out of here on your own, weren't you, Murph? He's like, I don't need a trolley. I got 4 legs.
As we're going down the corridor, it's just the most extraordinary moment. He's going faster, he's getting stronger.
Look at him, look at that. Yeah.
I just felt like cheering him on. Go, Murph.
Come on, let's go. Good boy. That's it, one leg in front of the other.
God, that's so good, so good. I did not expect him to walk out, and I don't think Rosemary and Chris did either. It is just the most extraordinary moment.
Look at you. You surprised me. You surprised me, you did. Hey?
He just showed us when he put his mind to it, there was nothing going to stop him. He was going to walk out of there on his own.
It's incredible. It really is. It's a great day for Murph. Team Murph. That was what it was. Team Murph.
Look at that face.
Really good.
He is a star. It's moments like this that I really believe in the power of love. There's not a single person in this hospital that hasn't been touched by what's happened today.
All right.
Thank you very much.
See you later.